A very good afternoon to you, ladies and gentlemen. It is great to be here at the Tygerberg Rugby Club, and what a wonderful afternoon we have got for South African rugby, club rugby at its very, very best. We are here with the host Tygerberg. They're welcoming their fellow Tigers all the way from UCT across at Newlands, and we have got the Tigers Cup. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Barry Wilson. I'm delighted to be with you this afternoon, and we have a historical tradition here taking place. We've got the Tira from Tygerberg, we've got the UCT Tigers, and they are playing for the Tiger Cup. It's a memorial trophy that gets handed out in memory of Emmanuel Mackenzie. Unfortunately, Emmanuel passed away on this very rugby field when he was playing for the Tira, and both clubs have honoured him over the years by playing this fixture here for the Tigers Cup. Well, what a game we've got this afternoon. Both sides here would be looking forward to making sure they come away bagging the full points. We have got a magnificent crowd here, ladies and gentlemen, at the Tygerberg rugby field. The community have come out in numbers. We got the music going, we got the neighbours going, we got the cars, you got the stadium chock-a-block, and this is going to be a cracker of a rugby game. So wherever you are, can I ask you to make sure that you get your bra flace going? Here is the cup that is going to be handed to me, or handed up there, that they will be playing for. The Tiger Cup that they are playing for this afternoon. It should be on your screen, and that is in memory of Emmanuel Mackenzie, a beloved player for both the Tira and the Tigers. Just going through, you can look at the names on your screen. You can have a look and see some well-known names. You're going to be looking at the captain, Ulrich Johannes, number 8 for the Tira. And you're going to be also looking at the half pairing of Chester Kruger at 9, Ravensmead at 10. Watch out for the centre combination of Adrian Roberts and Kieran Turin. Up front, you're going to get the hooker Marcelino Adams. Now remember, Tygerberg, we would like to say thank you to their official sponsors, and that being the MNL Panel Beaters and Digital Express, who look after this Tygerberg Club. Thank you to those businesses. We are extremely grateful. And then, can we say to the overall network bringing it to you this afternoon, that is the Global Sports Network. Only 30 Rand a month, and that will bring you subscription to watch club rugby or club sport around the country. And please give Global Sport Network, I ask that on their behalf, your full support so that club rugby can be supported in our country, South Africa. We got super sports schools also involved, supporting the schools and clubs, provincial and national. And it's so great to see that club rugby has been put on the same panel and the same pedestal. It's gentlemen like this, and thank you to all the officials. You've got coaches in the Tygerbird side of Herman Masemla, and Herman, he is the man that is also involved in South African rugby circles. Lots of you will know Herman Masemla. He's the head coach here as well today. Let's talk about the Tigers. Let's talk about the UCT Ikeys. I've seen Josh Miller in action, the scrum half. He's a good one. Watch out for Sipho Dionisi, the flank forward, the number 6. The big hard-running number 8, Lionel Delport. Watch how Mika Scuba at number 4, he soars into the heavens in the lock position. You'll see that Kyle Lamb has moved from inside centre into the fly half position. And Makaza is on the wing. And Tokosa Makaza, fresh from the FNB Varsity Cup, where he was rated through his point scoring as the highest point scorer in the history of the FNB Varsity Cup. He's in action this afternoon. Wow, we've now said thank you, and thank you to everybody who's involved in supporting this beautiful game of ours. We've got headmasters, coaches, we've got medics, we've got referees. Talking about the referee, it's Etienne de Vere. He's the man that'll be running the show for us this afternoon and directing the orchestra. The crowd continues to gather. The 4 o'clock is the time that the bell will ring for the kickoff here. We're waiting for the players to come out of the tunnel. And we see our official ARs coming through. This is exciting stuff, a Saturday afternoon. We are ready for a cracker. This is club rugby, both sides needing the win. Etienne de Vere, he's the man entrusted. He's going to be the man to lead the troops, and taking them out today is Johan van Raan, the UCT Ikey's captain, playing in the number 5 jersey. We now have a look, and you'll hear the roar, when the Tira come stampeding out onto the field. The crowds you can see on your screen are full on the far side and on the main stand. And here come the Tira, Ulrich Johannes. You can hear the eye of the tiger bursting across the speakers in the background. Referee De Vere, he's in the middle. He's ready to get the show on the road. And this looks like we are watching another version of the Rocky boxing efforts here, because the music sets the atmosphere. Rocky Balboa. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we in the ring here this afternoon. UCT Ikeys, the Tigers, up against the Tygerberg Tira. We're waiting for the kick. This is goosebump stuff, ladies and gentlemen. You've got to be here. This is what it's about. And up we go now with a great kick. Taking it well is Brandon Collins for the Tygerberg. It goes straight to ground. Kruger, Chester Kruger, playing at 9. He'll get that ball back. Meeting them well are the UCT Tigers. Kruger again. He's on to Smith. Smith finds the green grass of home. Lamb. He has a look at Blackenberg. And then you got Jerry. Miles McCauser, who I was talking about. It's got to come quickly from Josh Miller. Lamb again. Through the hands, he misses out onto Becker. Well defended by the Tira. And that is Fransman. The big man holding him up, but tackle release is the call. And no tackle release. Referee De Vere clearly indicating you go on to a knee, that's tackle release ball. And surely the Tigers, this early in the game, will be able to go and get themselves half a try. I always say, ladies and gentlemen, kicking for poles this early on, but they've come here for bonus points. Blankenberg, that's very, very naughty. Very, very casual. He kicks it over into in-goal area, and that'll be a scrum on the spot or 22-metre dropout. And Tira have taken the 22-metre dropout. Right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Blackenberg could have put that in the corner. He overcooked it. That's a great kick-off. Lamb's got to get underneath it. He does just that, Carl Lamb. He's a good player this. Watch him bring it back and turn defence onto attack. Miller trying to dig it out like a gold miner. He's trying to find the nuggets. It's got to come quickly. Becker standing at first receiver. Referee De Beer says it's gone backwards. Miller onto Blankenberg. It's a dummy around onto the right wing, Lazan Davis, who's come right across into the left-hand channel, and his fingertips knocks it forward. Now this is what many of you sitting at home will be interested in. The first WrestleMania of the afternoon. The front rows get to know each other, where they exchange cards. How are you, sir? They say to each other. And let's have a look. Kevin Ludick, he's in the loose head position. He'll be up against Onko, the tight head for the Ikey Tigers. Scrum down. They've got a beautiful blind side option here now. Tira not playing the blind side. You've got Kruger. He sells it on to Roberts. Adrian Roberts, the big centre. Kruger again. Through the hands it goes. The charge down kick from Ravensmead. Referee says play on. Blankenberg, the hooker. He's a live wire. He loves to run like a centre. Still going. Tigers need this ball quickly. That's the UCT. Referee will have his arm up, diving off and sealing. Stay on your feet. And referee De Beer right on the spot. You can see he's signalling and clearly noted there. Tira not staying through at the ruck time. Blankenberg. Has he learnt? He hasn't learnt. Let it go all the way. And that'll be the next 22 dropout. Going back. Well, what an electrifying first 5 or so minutes of the game. Kruger again, it's taken deep. That's Roberts kicking that one off. Beautifully met in the middle is Blankenberg. The ball is loose. Miller, Lamb will take it up. Almost taken on further by Makaza. It's knocked forward. Kruger. Here's the big hard running. RJ Joseph still going strong. As that slowed down, could that have been off last line of feet? De Beer's right there as a referee. Kruger looking for Smith. Ravensmead calling for it. He's going wide on it. It's beautifully picked up there by Turin, and now they go forward on the far side. Good running by Angus Green. Referee has said the infringement of holding on, and 5 minutes is gone. And ladies and gentlemen, I said this is Rocky Balboa. It's one punch for you, one punch for me. It is now on the rope stuff. It is electrifying pace here. Makaza called. He's the man that is going to push it downfield. He nudges it only 10 meters. Let's have a look now. We're just waiting for an injury to Blankenberg. He's getting attended to. And Blankenberg now, it looks like he's ready to try and find the ball on the dartboard. Let's have a look here now. Blankenberg's ready. Up they go. There goes the captain, Van Raan, through the hands. I mentioned him earlier, Dionasi, the flank forward. He's a good one. The big men taking it on further now. Skibbett is there. Becker. Miller again says, give me that ball, please. Lamb standing at his fly-off position today. The bus is full. You're not going to get on here, says the Tira. There's no more passenger space. They close the door beautifully. They're attacking now on the defence. Back it comes now. Can they hold it up and get turnover ball? Miller again goes back to the big man, Skibbett. We have a look. Miller has already got his mining shoes on. Lamb takes it on. Inside now to Dianasi. That's the inside running of Lowe. Miller again gets quick service. It's come through from the far side as Davis. But fingertips forward. That was beautiful running. And finding the little opening sliding doors of the UCT, playing soft hands, left and right, and putting them through the gaps. What a lovely run by Retabele Lowe. He just had a look for numbers, and just when they thought they had it, it went to boot. And Tira knocking that ball forward. Attention given to Adrian Roberts. Tira, don't want to lose him. He's a strong player at the inside centre position. Roberts is up. You're going to need a crane to get him off the field this afternoon. He's going to be wanting to play for his club, and he's not going to come off that easily. Scrum time again. Get to know each other in the front row. This could be pick up now for the big Dalport, the number 8. Referee De Beer says get to know your own friends first in the front row. And there's still an injury down on the far side. And this could be a replacement. Ulrike Davids, he looks like the man going on to replace Tated, Damien Swartz. And Damien Swartz, ladies and gentlemen, is up. But he doesn't look healthy at all, and that'll need us to get the medical board out. And let's just spare a moment for Damien Swartz there. And referee De Vere doing the right thing. Rugby player safety is far more important than any rugby game. And I'm sure every single person watching here looks and sends best wishes to Damien Swartz on the far side. No chances taken here. Well, once again, let's use the opportunity to welcome you to the Tygerberg Rugby Club in the Tygerberg area. Beautiful community turnout this afternoon. They have come to watch club rugby at its very, very best. And thank you to the families that are here in their numbers to support club rugby. And if you're at home, thank you to Global Sports Network for making it possible. If you're a subscriber, thank you for your 30 Rand a month. And if you aren't, subscribe. 30 Rand a month goes to club rugby and club sport that can be watched around the country. And your donation on a monthly basis has now taken it into thousands of subscribers, which is great to see. I bring you that thank you, apparently on behalf of Global Sports Network. What about the club sponsors? Here we've got the Digital Express and M+L panel beaters combining here to support the Tira, the Tygerberg Rugby Club. Thank you to both those businesses for your appreciated support in your community club. It is businesses like yourself that keep the game alive, and thank you for that. This is a long injury, and as long as it takes, we will wait, because Damien Swartz is very, very important to this beloved game, and let's give him the treatment and the time he needs. It definitely looks like a head injury with, I can say, a concussion injury. I think that there were two bumps, so the bumps of the heads there, and Damien will get the necessary head assessment. We'll be waiting here. Referee obviously playing stoppage time, so we'll be going on his clock. And there's some great club rugby games around today. I know there's another one up in the False Bay area of Constantia. False Bay against the Marties. Coming all the way in from Stellenbosch. And there will be another big supportive crowd there. A beautiful day here in the Western Cape. Rugby, sunny afternoon.
Damien Swartz, support yang van van Biggie met afkoers bid. Damien Swartz, met yang van julle van het afkoers bid. Damien Swartz van Biggie, met yang van julle van het afkoers.
And we look again, the Tira Club, 32-year-old club, 1994. The 32-year-old club, here are the Tira, up against the long-serving UCT Tigers. And well-deserved is Damien Swartz. Round of applause for this young man in the tight head position. The crowd rise here today as Damien just makes his way across to the safety of the medical room. He's a big man, is Damien, and as you can see, his teammates and medical staff are there to slowly make sure that he's transported carefully off the field.
Registration CY 349958.
We give Damien a big round of applause here.
CAA 357129. Offences is work. Registration CY 349958.
Lots of precautionary, but Damien gets a lot of heads up nodding, and it looks like our friend Damien precautionary, but he did go down heavily and then try to get up, and that looks like a concussion. Best wishes, Damien. We look forward to seeing you back on the field when you are ready for it. Well, we're back on the field with referee De Vere. He's the man now to get it going. So is Josh Miller, the scrum off. The scrum is steady. It looks like Becker on the loose head side is getting a left turn, but so is the left-hand wheel from Kevin Ludick. That's a great scrum from the Tygerberg loose head prop Kevin Ludick. He definitely got underneath and got the better of Nkonkwa there. And they got to straighten up now for the start again of the front row supremacy. Will Dalport be picking up the number 8 for UCT? Ludick already for Tiger getting the lead wheel, so is Becker. The ball is out though, and pouncing onto it is Kruger. Is that little fingers knock on? Yes it is, by the UCT Ikeys. And that is what they would have wanted to Tira. They would have wanted to turn that around, and they've done just that. We wait for Chester Kruger now. The exit plan has got to be good. Ravensmead, he's got a good big booming boot onto him, the right foot as well. Or is it going to be onto Roberts, the inside centre, who likes taking it up? I wouldn't be surprised if that would be the first plan. There he goes. Roberts takes it up and he puts it through. There's fingertips. It's turnover by Ratabeli Low. Taken on further are the Ikeys. Ball's got to come quickly. Low again playing scrum off that time. He's been involved in the game. It's fingertip lock on. Can you believe it? That the score is still 0-0. No points yet. Ikey's had an opportunity to kick for poles, but Blankenberg kicked it over the dead ball line. Still no points.
12 minutes.
And 12 minutes have gone, as you see on your screen. 12 minutes have gone, no score. We had a long break, probably close on 5 to 8 minutes. With the injury to Swartz, early engagement on the loose head by Becker, Jovan Becker, and referee De Vere says, can't have that. Will they go for the reset scrum or straight on to the boot of Ravensmead? It's a short arm, so they can do it from inside the 22-metre area. That is a boom boom. That's a rocket launcher of a boot. That'll land you on the moon. That is some 50 metres at least. And that's the exit that Tigers, the Tira, would have wanted. Remember, we've got two Tigers here this afternoon. We've got the Tira and we've got the Tigers, the UCT Tigers. And they playing for the Tiger Cup in memory of Emmanuel McKenzie, a player who played for UCT and ended up playing for the Tira and unfortunately passed on this very rugby field. Dionasi takes it up. Miller, low. Referee has got it on the spot. De Vere is there, referee, and says that is forward pass. Bit of help, I would believe, from the AR right in line as well. And a good call by the officials of the game. We have a look again now. Now we've got the ever-present Chester Kruger. Right, it's channel ball. It's picked up at the back by Johannes, the captain. It's swung around to Kruger, back inside to Smith. He puts it down onto the boot. That could be a magnificent kick, or it could roll over. That could be try time! That could be a try! Capital T-R-Y! The ball bouncing awkwardly. Referee De Vere is going to have a chat to the AR. No try is the call. Knock and goal could be it, and dotted down first by the Ikeys. So close there for Brandon Collins, the flying tiger, the Tira wing, the right wing. But the ball had contact by the Ikeys to be dotted down in goal. Blankenberg, he's the hooker, but he kicks off. Look at the big man, Fransman. He goes through the number 5 block. This is Collins again. Back inside to Kruger. Brought down by Lamb. The fly half for Ikey. You can hear the call from the home community. Tira, Tira, Tira. Tackle high is the call. That would have been Lamb on Chester Kruger. And coming through, there you can see the signal. But what enterprising play in a 5-metre channel. Ravensmead Collins, Chester Kruger received again. And that's a little nudge into the corner flag. They need to win this the first time now. Marcelino Adams. They got some big men there. Are they going to get Fransman up? I have a doubt it'll go to Julie's, the number 4. No doubt about that. Could they be looking at bringing RJ Joseph in at the back? There it goes, as called by Julie's. The body out has got to be good. Can they get this ball back? A great close the door and leg drive from the UCT and Tigers. Ikeys attacking on defence. Roberts now putting it across to the far corner. And that hits the far fence first. So that'll be a simple 22-metre dropout. The idea was good, but too much Vumo that was put onto that right boot by Roberts. And referee now saying touching this kick from the inside, cross the in-goal area, so they have to come back from where he kicked. And that's the mark that Roberts tried to place the chip through. And injury time again. The crowd warming up on the far side. We've got the cheerleaders. They're in full swing there. The local community. It's a Saturday afternoon in the beautiful Western Cape. Sunny afternoon. Just a gentle cooling down breeze. But the spirit warms up around the field. They've come out in their thousands to support this afternoon. Remember, if you're watching this game, you're watching it through the services of Global Sports Network, where you as a subscriber for 30 Rand a month can watch club rugby or club sports around the country. Your donation, ladies and gentlemen, brings the game to you and keeps the games at club level alive. Please join in and donate generously. Thank you again to the magnificent sponsors, M&L Panel Beaters and Digital Express, looking after Tygerberg Rugby Club themselves. Thank you again to these magnificent companies. Right, referee De Vere looks like he is set now for this afternoon's scrum for the kick by Roberts that went over the dead ball line. Here we go, just inside the 22-metre area of the Ikeys. Josh Miller, he's the one to put it in. Tom Nell, the inside centre for Ikeys. He's going to come on the blind side. He finds Lamb. He's got a big left boot. And that's beautifully taken by Lamb on the left boot. And he gains his team some 20 metres. Where's it going to go now? We've got Marcelino Adams. He's got to find his jumper. He doesn't. He finds Skubit. The UCT lock. Up it goes to Dionasi. He's a hard worker, this Dionasi flank. It's a dummy run by Nkonko. The tight head. Miller again. But he gets tackled by Teeth from the back. It's turnover ball. Hendricks is the man with it, the flank forwards. It's pick and go by Kruger. Tackle release, the ball is out. Back inside to Julie's the lock. Onto the boot of Smith. Jerry's got plenty of time. But referee calls them back for fingertip infringement knock on. . That looks like the big man, Fransman. And he's just getting some magic water. And that magic water can fix any part of the body, and I'll leave it as that. Fransman's back in action. Magic water that has been used for centuries. William Webb Ellis, I think he even had magic water when he ran through the forest to create this beautiful game, rugby, and the World Cup trophy named after. Kruger though, he's got it to do the feeding. We've got Johannes Ulrich, the captain, waiting to pick it up at the back. Kruger finds Robert. You wouldn't be surprised if you saw Roberts coming back at a cut angle. This could be an 8-9 pickup with Roberts coming through back at an angle. But they got to win the security of the scrum first. Becker, the loose head, scrumming well today for Ikey Tigers. It's Kruger. Here does Roberts come. It's a loop around dummy. Roberts is going all the way. Trying to pick it up, but only person picking it up was Davids. And that is the right wing. The Zahn Davids. That's fingertips. Knock on, is it? And sealing off. I think Ikey's might have been a bit lucky to get away with that. There could have been the soft hands infringement from Lazarne Davis. But referee De Vere is there, and he has said that sealing off, going off their feet at ruck is the paramount call. So that's what UCT Ikeys will need. Going forward some 15 metres. We have a look at the scoreboard. This game is on a flip of a coin. No points on the board for Ikeys, no points on the board for Tira.
22 minutes left.
22 minutes. 22 minutes. And now we play. Roberts tries to get that through, and he does just that to Tristan September. Collins again. Referee seen that and saying that is slightly forward, so it'll be a scrum to the UCT Tigers. "22 minutes gone. Still no score. We bring it closer now to you. Right in front of us, the replacement 18, Elrique Davids. He's the man that came on for Damien Swartz. After about the first 10 minutes of the game, Damien taking a big knock on the head. So safety factor first. Jono Berhanji. Looks like he's come on as well for the Ikeys, replacing Blankenberg, who had picked up an injury. Miller, that's a good scrum. Not anybody giving any inch here. Ratabele low, that's well played by Jerry. He's got the fly into cause, and they won't catch him. Collins is there. I eat my words, but Collins tried desperately to bring down the left wing, and all that they can say is, Dahan, a Tiger. The Tira were after him. Collins did fantastically well, but there is a case on the far side. Collins is adamant that there had been a touch and goal or knock on, but the referee and AR have signalled that try stands, and that is into Koza Makaza, who had come all the way across from the left wing channel. A beautifully worked move. Full credit goes to Devon Jerry, the fullback, who hit that like a knife through butter, melting butter as well. And that is now, after 25 minutes or so, the first points on the board for Intokosa Makaza and the UCT Ikeys. He's going to have to concentrate a lot there because the Hope Crowd spectators on the far side, they welcome him to the Tygerberg community, and he pushes that ball wide, so it stays 5-0. What a great effort by Collins to get across to the far side from his right wing channel. I thought Makaza was going to just gallop away, but Collins, Hayet Spoot. 15 minutes left on the clock. Our little man, the ball boy, gets the ball on. That's not a bad kick from him either. I'm sure he'll grow up one day to play for his club here. Roberts though, he puts it into the sunshine. Ratabililo. He sells dummy. Now it's got to be Miller. The exit plan's got to be clean. Behind Jed, takes it on. He's only a youngster of 20 years of age. Coming on early to replace Blankenberg. Low, the big number 8 for Ikey, takes it further. Miller calling for it. So are the crowd. They believe that the Tira deserves something here. That's what they want to see, and the hard running Lamb. This is full. Now that was like a load shedding tackle, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You could feel it here. Becker must have felt that in the stands, and Lamb, who was the receiver of that. Don't let the ball bounce, but Ravensmead taking it back on beautifully. Kruger. The big dummy run here, straight to ground of the Tira. They've got to just keep their pods together. Standing at fly half is September, but that's gone backwards, and that's Tom now. September's got to get back. He does just that, and that's pulling jersey and interference, and referee De Beer picks that one up beautifully. The Tira they don't need to start feeding from behind their own advantage line. They're a hard-running team, and they should be playing off the front foot and not 5 or so meters behind, because Arkies are closing the door and space very quickly. I warned you about the boot of Smith, and it's a boom boom boot again, some 40 meters, almost onto the halfway line. The afternoon sun just starting to fade away behind the stadium and the Berg. And we just get the sunset, and I'm sure wherever you are, you're starting to get the sunset, sundowners and Braaivleis lit. Please continue to do so, enjoying this game whilst you are with us. There is a cracker of a game. There's a cracker of a Braaivleis. We can smell the wood, we can smell the boerewors. And Tira can smell that they've got the advantage here. Now they want to get points on the board. Tigers close it very quickly. It's pick and go time. The captain, Lawrence, and now it's away to Roberts. It's going to go to Chester Kruger. And that is going to be what the crowd are come for. The eye of the tiger, Rocky Balboa music. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 is what the Tigers say. As Captain Lawrence Ulrich Johannes, he was the man to burst through. It was pick and go time, bursting through, and then finding the ever-present Chester Kruger. The music gets turned up, the people are on their feet, and the dance moves are starting to happen. We in the community here, it's beautiful. It's South Africans celebrating the game that we all love. And the crowd love it even more with a 2-pointer from Adrian Roberts. And that takes the Tira into the lead, 7 points to 5. 30 minutes gone, 10 left on the clock, and that is what the Tira would have wanted. Makaza, he puts the snow onto that, up goes Collins, beautifully tackled as well by Davids. Now come on to the left wing, that's a great clearance kick, and out it is. We have got a game of note here, ladies and gentlemen. 2 points in it, 9 minutes to go. Coaches Herman and Samela leading at the moment, up against his friends in Wes Chetty and Samba for King from the UCT Tigers as coaches there. Not straight is the call. Bahanji, Jono Bahanji not finding his job, but it's no good asking again, Jono. The referee's made his decision, so there'll be turnover ball, scrum. The exit plan is important here. Chester Kruger, he goes and finds the golden nugget, ready to feed the scrum. Ulrich Johannes, he shifts to channel 1 ball, as you can see. That's a great scrum, that could be the arm. And it's a straight arm, a great scrum there. Ulrich Johannes shifting across to add the extra weight on the loose head side. Kevin Ludick has scrummed superbly this afternoon. And then, supported by Ulrich Davids, the replacement tight head, they got the go forward, and that gave them the straight arm penalty. That is a magnificent kick. That is what you see in the Masters Golf Arena. A drive down the fairway there of some 60 metres by Ravensmead, and can they score? The crowd are edging the Tira on here. It's a shortened line out. It goes to the back. Put it in, says Captain Johannes. Coming through as frontsman. He's held up beautifully by Banji, as well as Dionasi. It's tackle ball. That's Ludwig. They got to get this one back. Kruger gets it. Body height is important for both sides. It's quick ball needed now, or patient ball. Kruger comes back to the blind side. Roberts finds his captain. Captain Johannes. Roberts again. Kruger. He's well defended here by the Tigers. Referee has now blown. He will have a chat now to Captain Johan van Ryan, playing in the lock position for the Tigers. cynical call is the call. And Nkonko, he's being sent, the tight head, to the naughty chair on the sideline. And he'll have to sit here until the end of this half at least. John Okonkwo, cynical play in infringing in quick ball, and referee De Vere has no hesitation but to send him to detention. Right, looks like they're down to 13 men. Matthew McLeod-Smith and him and his partner Nkonkwo, they're going to write detention lines out together as they sit in the corner with the referee's table, and they will actually have to take it into break time because half time will keep them in detention. Down to 13 men. 13 men. Well fed here now. The scrummers go forward time. The arm is out by referee De Vere. It's tap and go by Kruger. No one noticed it except his flank forward, Hendricks. Once again, Liddick. The engine there, the bristles fall, you can't get on here, says the UCT. The big man, PJ Joseph, he tries to go forward. Ravensmead standing a good 15 metres wide. There's something on here. Collins has gone to the far side. And September! Do you remember? September, Earth, Wind and Fire. This time it is earth, it is wind, it is fire in the form of Tristan September. The Tira capitalize just before half time. It's difficult to defend when the Ikeys are losing 2 men. They down 2 men off, so it's 13 versus 15, and about 4,000 spectators as well that are here to support that Tira. That will definitely motivate the home team to take a lead of 12 points to 5. That kick is good as well. The kick is good, and that is what Adrian Roberts wants to add the 2 points. 14-5 is the score. It stays like this. Trust me, Tygerberg is going to be lit up with party celebration tonight. Makaza, there's still a long way to go. Collins up again. He's had a good game as Brandon Collins. On to the big men. Wilbur Julies as well. Both lock forwards. Julies and Fransman have made their presence felt. Closing the door there is Skibbert. And Brian LaRue. He's come on in jersey 18. Makaza. Jerry. They're not going to play around here. And they make sure that it is now 5 meters into the half of the Ikey Tigers. 1 minute to go of this exciting first half, where it shows 14 points to 5 to the home team, the Tira. Will they be taking home the Tiger Cup this afternoon? Fredericks, you can see, he's got to get up frontsman. They'll need a crane for that, so it goes to captain at the back. Off his fingertips, Johannes. It's picked up by Dionasi. The flank forward, he takes it on further. Behind you, the hooker, replacement hooker this afternoon. Miller again, Lamb. Here comes Davids. Lazan Davids, the right wing. UCT won a score before half time. Brian LaRue, the replacement tight head. He gains 7 metres. Lamb through to Bahanje. Jono Bahanje, the replacement hooker. And don't forget, referee's arm is out. They're down to 13 men. Jerry, the fullback. Crossover. You can't play the advantage. Slow it down. Let Makaza put it into the corner. And can he do the same as his fly half Ravensmead did for the Tira? That's a good kick. It's gained some 20 metres. And surely now you will want the final play to actually be in your favour, say the UCT Ikeys. They will want to get some points on the board. Can you imagine if they do 7 and that would take us to 14-12. At the moment, 14-5. The home side, Tygerberg Tira lead. Up goes Skibbett. Up goes low. That was Dalport. The leg drive is good. The arm is out. They will have the advantage penalty as well. That's 7 metres out from the try line. Tom Nell, he goes to ground. Makaza clears out. This is going forward ball. Bahanje is there. Miller again. The big man, Brian LaRue. Lamb calls for it. Knock on ball. They've got to come back for the straight arm penalty. And there you can see pulled to ground. There's no ways that they should rush this. And this will surely go into the corner, which they do. And that was straight to ground. Referee just explaining to Ulrich Johannes, the captain. And this is probably the most important throw-in that Bahanje has ever had, because they need to capitalise. Up goes Skibbett. The leg drive is good. It's now coming in at an angle from the front. And that is Jovan Becker penalised, because he crossed over and took out the lifters from the Tira, creating an obstruction for the ball to come back. Roberts now just taps and goes. Well, that is the referee's call to signal, gentlemen, a hot cup of tea is waiting for you in the change rooms. And ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are watching this game, it is time for you to get one of those cold ones out, because it is rugby fever time at 5 o'clock. And light the fires, get the cold ones. We're going to see you shortly. We're going to get our bottle of water. What a game we got, 14-5 here at the home of the Tira, Tygerberg. We'll be back shortly.
Oh, shit.
I guess I'm moving along. I'm looking for a good.
Well, we're back here, ladies and gentlemen, at the Tygerberg rugby field. The community, thank you for believing in your club. Thank you for coming out. The stand is packed. The far stand, as you can see as well. The numbers are here. What a lovely sight to see. Club rugby supported at its very best. UCT stayed on the field. They had a very serious chat from Wes Chetty and Sam McElking, their coaches. Herman and Samela, he took the troops into the change room. Herman now taking the lead as the coach at half time, 14 points to 5.
Why is it cut off?
We're just sorting the comms out. We look like we are ready, and we've got referee De Vere. He actually makes sure we get the orchestra playing again. And what rugby we've enjoyed this afternoon. September, he was the man that scored a magnificent try. That is the way to play the up and under, but that is the way to receive it as well. That's bravery, but coming down to ground was fingertip knock on. And let's have a look here now. This is where Tira want to be. They just about 5-7 meters out from the 22-meter area of the UCT Tigers. Once again, we send thoughts to Damien Swartz, the tight head, who came off after about 10 minutes today with a concussion injury. We hope that it's only that. But that's what seems to be the call. And Damien, let's get you back onto the rugby field where you belong when you are ready to come back, my friend. Scrum half replacement at half-time is Golden Masamela for the Tigers. We just want to get clarity on that. We're just waiting out for this game to be restarted from the up and under kick. Tira with the feed. And at last we get it going again. Straight arm, straight to ground. That could be the overextended. And referee De Vere had no hesitation. Call that immediately. Going to ground, overextended. And speaking directly to Kevin Ludick, who puts the thumbs up and says, well, sir, you got that one right. Thank you. Don't forget the two naughty boys on the chair. They've now served their detention. And that is going back on Matthew McLeod-Smith and his front row partner, John Onkonkwo. They make their way back on, and Ikey's will be back to the full 15. Brian LaRue has to make way now. He had to go on. That's why McLeod had to come off. They needed the front row replacement. So as though there were two on, Brian LaRue had gone on. Two were off. But Brian LaRue had gone on for the front row replacement. Up soars Skibet. Lamb, back to Makaza. This is clearer time, a little bit more ferocious now from the Ikeys. Low again, he's had a good game today. Bahanji, replacement hooker. He's helped by Dionasi, he's flanked forward. Referee's arm is out. It's tap and go time. Ikey's not wasting any time. Becker. Move from the front row loose head to scrum half position. New scrum half in the form of Davids. Lamb sells the dummy. He beats everybody. He's still going strong. That could be fingertips knock on. Referee says play on, but I think that was fingertips. And this could be racing away. You've got Collins. Can Ratabini Low get out of him? It's off a knee. That could be interesting. Referee De Vere says that is off the fingers. Was it the knee first? How did Ratabili Low get hold of Mr. Brandon Collins then? Because that would have been the Hollywood Bets July, or should I rather say Kenilworth or Milnerton horse race, the Met, because he was away like the flying horse leader. There was no one going to catch him, but then at the finishing flag, Ratabili Low came from nowhere. And again, as Collins tried to pop it up, it came off the knee of Chester Kruger. And referee De Vere feels it came off the knee, off the fingertips as well. Osmond coming on for Becker. He's had a good game today, Becker. He deserves a rest. And Osmond, fresh out of school, a Sax leader, Sax captain last year. And he's gone straight into the men's league in the first division. The Super League here in the Western Cape, playing for his UCT Ikeys. He's got the abilities to do the leapfrog jumping into the big league. Is Mr. Osman. Having come through the Western Province school ranks, he's been involved as well. Oh, can't use the boot there. That's taken on by Tom Nell and did exceptionally well back to Lamb. It's charged down. And that almost went into the neighbour's lounge. So thank goodness for the fence there to bring it back to us. Jerry wants to get it underway. That's a great kick. But it's well fed back, received by Collins. September, Roberts. He's a solid man, he couldn't let that go, but it's recycled ball. Just look how Collins and the men are playing. Through the hands again it goes. Tackle for tackle. There's nobody going to give an inch here. The arm is out. Smith gets it. And referee saying that the last line of feet have been crossed. So Masimla at scrum half. He, as I said earlier on, has come on to replace Kruger. Kruger had also a good game. But Ravensmead, he's made sure that he's gained another 15 metres and now keeping Ikey's in their half. 14 points to 5 is the score. 14-5 the score. 9 minutes have gone in the second half. Is that straight? I don't think so. And he's missed the dartboard. He hasn't hit the red dot. He's actually missed the numbers on the side. And that is what Ikey Tigers will need. They need to get some relief out of their half because the Tira are putting pressure. Josh Miller now. He's set to feed. Will Lowe be picking this up? It's Delport. Orlando Delport. A steady ball. Miller gets it. Tom Nell. He sees a gap there. It's a good hard run. Miller again. Lamb. This is the way to run at the Tira. Back inside. Beautiful pickup by Dianasi from Lamb. You've got Lano Delport now. This is the way to play. Ratabili low. Miller is there. Oh, could that have come through from the flanker? Hendricks, but referee says play on. Miller waiting. Is that slow ball? Back inside to Makaza. He loses it in the tackle. Hendricks, the man that is on it. The live wire flank forward. But referee calls him back and says, no, gentlemen, one for you, one for me. One for you, one for me. Let's rather restart the game with a structure. So we've got a quarter of this half, second half play. 10 minutes. The sands of time have actually moved away. The stands are packed here, ladies and gentlemen. The Tira supporters are out here in their numbers. And you can see how packed it is in the sunshine on the far side. There's going to be a party of note here in the Tygerberg if they come away with a victory tonight. And let me tell you what, if it turns around that the UC Tigers are victorious, there'll still be a party as well. Both sides looking for this win. Let's have a look now. Golden Msamela. He's the man that is entrusted to start the game for the Tira. Rather a big man for scrum half, but a solid man that's gone to ground, and straight away you can see the legs of Nkonkwa. They right back. That is like landing flat on your chest with the legs not supporting your body weight. And now you've got the extended penalty arm going out, and Roberts now wants to take the pressure off. Adrian Roberts. That's a great hoof into the crowds. And it's not like the cricket stadiums where you get your, 100,000 rand if you catch the ball. Coming off the field now is number 13, Waben Turn. He's had a good game and he'll be replaced by jersey 22, Ryle Daniels. Up they go. The captain tries again, but UCT. But that's the way to play. Tira are not going to look and give Tigers time to pick the ball up, and they pounce on it. And Samela, Smith, Roberts, a long pass out to September. Oh, beautifully picked up on the left wing here by Green. Brought to ground and actually jersey throwdown. A WrestleMania is not allowed here, says referee De Vere. And a sensible call. I've been saying this all along through the season. When you get an opportunity to go for poles, and you are leading the game, or at any stage, and if you can reach, please go for poles, gentlemen. Half a try, 3 pointers, 2 of those, and you've got yourself your 7 points, basically. And Roberts, if he strokes this, like he hits the golf ball, I believe, then he'll take his team into 17 points to 5. Slight breeze. If you look at the upright on the right hand side, you can see a little bit of rope, a little bit of ribbon blowing in the breeze. Robert studies. This is very, very important. You can hear the click. It's a superb click. Contact made. It's 17 points to Tygerberg. It is 5 to the Tigers. They're bringing on the reinforcements. You got Morn Radars coming in for Miller. You got Riaz Fredericks coming on as well in jersey 22. Tigers say it is time for change. Davids makes his way off and Miller. It's into the remaining sunshine, but well received. Oh, just look at this. Hard, beautiful running from PJ Joseph. But he's tackled backwards. Insamela onto the boot of Ravensmead. And he puts that almost into the car park to make sure. But although it's out, it's gone forward 10 meters and keeps Tigers UCT Ikey's on attack here now. 17-5. It's still anybody's game because there's still plenty of time that is left on the clock. Only 15 go on, so 25 have left here. So plenty. That's centuries of rugby time. Still left to play. Scoobit. Up he goes. Referee saying, not straight again, Mr. Bahanje. He wants to debate it. He's upset with the call from the AR. And Ikey's definitely needed to win that ball. Let's have a look again now. Now we're going to see the two new jerseys. He's been on for some time, has Masamela. Masimla, should I get a pronunciation correct? Golden Masimla. Masimla is better. And Golden getting it out. He breaks on the blind side. That is a very clever kick. He turns Lamb and Makaza around. That's taking it. Makaza's got to use his pace, but he's chased down by the Tigers, and the Tigers hunt their prey. And it's penalty sealing off. And there should be no hesitation. The way Roberts hit the last one, he should be hitting this one as well. And there is what I was referring to. Get 2 kicks over, you've basically scored yourself that 7-pointer try. An underestimated points value in the game of rugby. Andre Pollard, he reminds us how important it was to get your kicks over, as we saw in the World Cup. While it's so important for Adrian Roberts today to do it for Tygerberg. He'll study again, Mr. Roberts. Shouldn't rush this. The scoreboard monitor on the far side, you might see it on screen. He's got so much confidence in Mr. Roberts, he's already removed the 17 and getting ready to put the 20 up. The Tygerberg young man done a good job on the far side. He must be related to Nostradamus because he read that it was going to be over before the kick was taken. Good to you, Tygerberg scoreboard operator. Reading the future. Ikeys, they got time, 15 points the difference. They're going to have to score 3 times though. Makaza, he gets it up. It's a bit of a vurvul kick onto The Tigers again. Was that forward? No, it isn't. It's a beautiful pass out of Collins. This is good ball, and you can see from the crowds. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a volcanic eruption here in Tygerberg. The crowds, the stadium, the stands, they are explosive. The Tygerberg love and cheering is overflowing. What a great break that was from Lyle Daniels. And then he found the ever-present Brandon Collins, who's had an absolute blunder this afternoon. The right wing, he's looked forward. And when he's had the opportunity to head for home, he said, Captain Spundy Sailor. And he flew through the oceans here to get across for his 5-pointer in the corner. And the music as well. There's Bayer Liefde being sung here today. The Liefde for the Tira. The crowds will tell you what a kick it is. Can you hear the roar? 27 points to 5. The Tira, they are not disappointing this afternoon here in the Tygerberg. The sponsors, M&L Panel Beaters for Tygerberg and Digital Express, will be extremely impressed with the way that the club have played this afternoon. Ikey Tigers have to come back. Dummy run by Roberts. That's the knock on, and that will be fingertip scrum to the Tigers. 20 minutes gone. Half of the game gone in the second half. Are they going to try and rest on their scoreboard of 27, or are they going to attack it even more and take it into the 30s? That's the question Tygerberg need to answer. Tigers, Ikeys, UCT, can you go and take your score into double figures and go from your 5-pointers and make it the necessary 10 or 12? 20 minutes to go. Plenty of time, ladies and gentlemen. Plenty of time, boys and girls. Opa and Omar, whoever's watching, we have got a cracker of a club game. Brought to you by Global Sports Network. 30 Rand a month will get you your subscription to support club rugby. Never mind, bring it to you live wherever you would like to watch. Well, get your dance shoes on, Tygerberg, because daar gaan 'n partytjie wees vanaand if the score stays as is. We wait for Dars to feed the replacement scrum half for Ikeys. The scrum is wheeled. Referee says too much shuffling on the dance floor. Let's straighten up, please. You hear me mentioning it over and over again, ladies and gentlemen, but you have to be here. It is superb to see the folk coming out from the area and beyond to support club rugby. It is beautiful. This is what we all gather for, to see rugby, club rugby as well. One of the grassroots supporters of the game in our beloved country, excelling and producing stars like we've seen from both sides today. That is scrumming in at an angle. Dars waste no time. Ratabili Low knocks it on though. His first knock of the game. Not expecting it to straight away. And I'm sure Wes Chetty and Sam King, the coaches, can just look up to the rugby heavens and say, let's shake our heads and hopefully dust off a few cobwebs here. Don't forget the F&B UC Ikey Tigers played in the final of the Varsity Cup as well, where they excelled and just narrowly going down to the Shimlers. And here they are down to the Tygerberg, 27 points to 5. The famous ass pack needed again. Onto the big men in the front row and pack Tart 5 of the Tira. Medical lady for the Tira working exceptionally hard today. Ass pack on the side, it looks like of Mr. Fransman just getting some ass there. I'm sure he's going to be getting lots of ass later on for his party refreshments as well, because he really has had an exceptional game. So 'n bietjie ys in die glas later ook. Another man that you can see on screen is Kevin Ludick, the loose head prop. He's even smacking his hands and warming up. Right in front of us now, there's some changes coming. And there we have Bisa Maker. Bisa getting ready to go on here in jersey 17. He must be pumped up because he knows that his Tira are full of energy. The arm goes out. Masimla now. The big man I was talking about, Fransman. Masimla again. Oh, where's that gone to? That almost hit the M5 freeway, but because there was nobody here on the left wing, everybody had shuffled inwards. And that pass from Roberts, he knew that he had a straight on penalty, but it was a bullet passed into the stands. Referees called them back. Ravensmead, hope he doesn't let me down, but watch how he releases his bazooka here of a right foot. And again he finds it on basically the halfway line. You've got Angus Green making way now. And coming on will be Burton Boyson in jersey 23. Ludick is the man that makes his way off the field. Well done, Kevin Ludick. I think you've had a good game today. Bessa Maker, he's there as well, not supported by his men, is the jumper Fransman. Once again, that neck and shoulder, but through the hands it goes. This is the way to play the game. Could that be a fingertip knock on? Referee says play on though. They're going to have to make sure they look after Mr. Fransman here. He's not going to be one that just wants to come off that field. Referee noticing now the infringement from the line out here. 25 minutes have gone on the clock. 27 points to 5 is the score. 22 points difference here. Mr. Fransman still down. Just been worked on by the medical staff. And is Mr. Fransman going to carry on? He is. But his team have said, no, you aren't. And Mr. Fransman, we salute you, sir. What a game you've had today. Neck and shoulder injury, but you've soldiered on there. And his replacement is Alwandre Lindor in jersey 20. An acer of a man is Mr. Fransman. Right, the Ikey Tigers, can they bounce back? They need their number 8, Dalport here, to actually ignite something if they can get go forward ball. Is it a pick up and go, running at the fly half, Ravensmead? No, it comes from Das. Lamb's going to have a go. Ratabili Low brings in Makaza. Beautifully met again. Yes, Ratabili Low. He's not going to get past September, who's had a brilliant game. It's a hard tackle though. Lamb. Referee will bring them here for the hard tackle by September. Trying to go through at pace in the middle. And that is called by Delport. There was a knock on, and that's why referee had to bring them back for the hard tackle. Behind you now, he's got to make sure that he finds his jumper. Scoobit is a good call. Or is it the captain? Yes, it's the captain, my captain, Van Ryan. He takes the call and he takes the line out ball beautifully. Ikey's going forward now. Dors sees the gap, but he also doesn't realize on his back he's got the ever-present Lindor. It's pick and go time. And this man, Delport, he has had a great game. He's only now 5 meters short. Dors calling for it and saying, referee, look, I can't get it. It comes to Skibbit. He's a good, hard-working, tight player, the lock forward in jersey 4. Once again, Jerry through the soft hands. Can this be points for Riaz Fredericks? And try has been scored. That's the way to play the game. It was beautiful soft hands. And Riaz Fredericks, he gets the opportunity to just place it down in the corner. Dars feeding the blind side. It actually didn't even have time to settle in any of pairs of hands of 3 players, and it was just wish, 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 so that it could actually turn into a 5-pointer in the corner. No time to go sleeping now, Tira, because the Tigers will be inspired by that. And Makaza, he's a man that can rise to the occasion. He's done it in the Varsity Cup where he can put it over from anywhere. Will he add the necessary 2 points? He's hit that superbly. He's told you he's the man for the occasion. And that takes it 27 points to 12. Lots of credit to the young man working the scoreboard on the far side. 27-12. He's probably in the senior primary ranks, and his mathematics teacher is probably going to be very proud of him on Monday, because he's kept that going superbly, predicting scores and kicks going over to keep it accurately. 27 points to 12. Well done, young man, on the scoreboard. The kick is deep. Lamb takes it at fly half. It's a boom boom of a left foot. Who's underneath it but Ravensmead? And it's now knocked forward. Could this be a little bit of a turnaround phase with regards to the Ikeys in the last few minutes now, starting to put the pressure down, the accelerator pedal. 10 minutes left with a scoreboard that reads 15 difference. 27-12. If Ikey score now, there could be much excitement in this area. Not only for the Ikeys, but for the Tira, where their supporters will say, "Wat gaan nou on?" Because they were in a convincing lead. They still are. 27-12. 9.5 minutes left on the clock. Don't defend the score, attack it, even if it is a commanding lead. It's funny how the game of rugby can change. We've seen that in World Cups, semi-finals and finals, down to the wire. How we can all remember our anxious times where we actually watched for that 1-point victory. The game is still on. Dars digging deep. Masamela puts his right leg out, but you can't do that. Here we go again with the big men taking it on. Sianda Msipa came on for the Ikeys. Referee will come back to the middle. Now this is a call to many a rugby connoisseur out there. You're 15 points behind, you've got 9 minutes, let's say, on the clock. Do you take the quick three-pointer? So that means you only have to score twice, or do you go to the corner flag? Well, Makaza's answered it for you. They don't want 3 now. They are making sure they get their 7 now. Corner flag it is. Just calmly getting to the line out of both teams. Neither seem to be in a bit of a rush, knowing that at least 8.5 minutes could be left of playing time. But the line-out's got to be won. It could be Van Ryan yet again. Yes, it is. Superbly taken. The engines are revved now. Bahanji gets it. The body hot drive is good from the Ikeys. Dawes is calling. Skipper's gone to ground, but they still marshal it onwards. The blind side looks exciting again for the Ikeys. Now it goes back to the open side. Now Dawes realises Lamb's come across. He looks open again. Could this be more points for the Ikeys? It's turnover ball. And that ball has gone forward. And knock, knock. Nobody was answering the door at the back. Jerry had gone into the line. And if that pass hadn't gone forward, it could have just been an easy entry into the home of the UCT Tigers. Matthew Malherbe almost thought he could go over, as well did Riaz Fredericks. And UCT keep the pressure on in the far corner here. The sun's going down, players are going down, the sands of time are going down, but the scoreboard remains 27 points to 12. We've had some casualties today because it's been boom boom rugby. Trust me, it has been one blow for you, one blow for me. And it has been felt by everybody on the stands, never mind those in collision contact on the field. It has been harder rugby this afternoon. The game made for Imana, and Imana have arrived from both teams. On the screen, we have a look. We're running now through the sands of time. 7 minutes on your screen, as you can see. Referee's optional time as well. Dawes, he knows how important the scrum is. Lamb, don't be surprised if you don't see Tom now take the flat ball. The inside centre. Oh, that could be interesting. Ikeys are saying, is there no extended arm that could lead to a yellow card? That's one for debate later, but referee De Vere says no. Still putting the pressure on in the corner. 6.5 minutes. The floodlights are on here. The voices of support rise. The bra fryers rise, the smoke. And so does Van Rijn, the captain. It's gone to ground. Bahanji's on the ball. Dawes sells the dummy. He sells it so beautifully that even the ice cream man fell over on the sideline because it was a magnificent dummy. And now they're just exchanging business cards and getting to know each other after 75 minutes of the game, and just saying, hey, let's go and have a cup of tea later, as the teapot boils over a little bit. Both captains being called. And with the teapot now boiling over, we've got a tira that is now being sent to the naughty chair. And that naughty man is going to have to watch from the rest of the game from the sideline. And that's the replacement, Ulrich Davids, for Damien Swart, the tight head prop. He will not play any further game in this majestic game this afternoon of rugby at its very best. No one's leaving here. The crowd is even getting larger in the dying minutes of the game. Referee just waiting for the ball. He's now got it. Four minutes left. 27-19 on the scoreboard now. And straight off their feet are the tira. This could be interesting. 4 minutes to go. It's getting dark here, but 4 minutes is still a long time. Makaza. He puts it in here. Onto just short of their halfway line. Can you imagine if it goes down to that 1 point difference in the game? Tira would be very upset with themselves if they threw this one now. And Ikey's would also realise that they have really excelled in the dying minutes. Van Raan, the captain, Dars. That's a Lukanya backward flick pass. Taking it on further is the big man Nsima for Ikey's. But not forward fingertips, and referee De Beer on the spot. He's got to bring them back for the double infringement, the first one being the knock on by the tira. Ladies and gentlemen, have you not been on the edge of your couch? Because we have been on the edge of our seats here watching this game. If you're watching from home, club rugby at its very best in the Super League A league here in the Western Cape. Well done to the Western Province Rugby Union, well done to the Western Cape and all the clubs in making sure that club rugby of this stature is being the nursery level for higher things to come through the Stormers and even onto national level. Tigers, Lamb, now Makaza. He had to do some footwork there. Manchester United would have been proud of him, or should I say Manchester City if they're leading the log in the Premier League. And this could be running through to the last 60 seconds. Tira now, they need to hold on. I can tell you there's going to be a party on note. Get ready, Western Cape, for the explosion. And it won't be the cannons going off at the castle. It will be the community of Tygerberg. Tigers, UCT, Ikeys, they've come back and shown spirited performances in the last 10 minutes here especially. It's turnover ball. It's right wide. It's Makaza. He can fly, this young man. He finds Jerry. Jerry finds his opposite number, September. Don't come from the side. Could that be an offside arm? Dionasi, he takes it on. Dars again. Lamb, he likes running it on. He puts it onto Bahanje. Dars again. Dars has got to get around quickly. He goes to ground. Picked up by Rataberli Low. Medics stay low, but they go on the blind side. Lamb is gone. He's got Sputters Lamb. But he's got 3 or 4 Tigers around him. And these Tigers say, Ikey Tiger. Die Tiere say, julle gaan nergens nie Tigers. But the cunt lane too. And the touchline, the greatest tackler on a rugby field, the touchline, takes its next victim into touch, and that being Mr. Lamb, the fly half of the UCT Ikeys. This surely could be the last play of the game today. Breathtaking stuff. We just got to wait for hooker Marcelina Adams. Is he going to have the honour of putting it in? We're going to have some exhausted medics here after the game. They're going to sleep well tonight, and credit to the medics of both teams and the medical services provided for this game. They have been hands-on looking after tired and sore bodies. Some of these bodies better go, especially the Tira, to the M&L panel beaters, their sponsors, because their bodies are going to be needing knocking back into shape before Monday's workday. They have taken some dents this afternoon. What a game it's been. Over the top, it's loose ball. This could be touchline. Is Masamela just going to nudge it into touch, or are we playing for bonus points? Game is on here. Roberts. We make sure he sees an opening. Is a turnover ball. Referee says no, because you put your hands into the ruck and support your body weight. Is it time for the music to be turned up? Is this going to be it? Anxious times await here. You've got spectators, you've got management. Luckily there's a fence all the way around this field, because people are ready to cheer and carry off their heroes, Ditira. UCT Ikey Tigers, hold your head up high, gentlemen, because you have been courageous in the second half as well. What a game both clubs have contributed to. We're well into time now of injury time. Referee's official time. Masimla, should I say, my apologies, was getting it right. Masimla. Is he himself just going to nudge it into the touchline, or is he giving it back to Ravensmead to have the final say? Masimla says, we've had enough. He hits it into the car park. The eye of the Tiger music starts to roll. Rocky Balboa, Vitira, they've come to deliver the knockout punch here at the Tygerberg rugby grounds. The community, they starting to rock and roll here. The Tira, they victorious, 27 points, 219 over the UCT Tigers. What a game we've enjoyed today. Thank you to our referee, and that is Etienne De Vere. Thank you to the ARs. Thank you to the medical staff. Thank you to the officials of both clubs, the coaches, you name it. But everybody has made this game possible. And we cannot forget our sponsors for Tygerberg, namely M&L Panel Beaters and Digital Express. And thank you to Global Sports Network, who bring you club rugby wherever you want to watch it, and club sports around the country. We say to you, Global Sports Network, a huge, huge thank you. And you want to be part of supporting it? It's 30 Rand a month. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm almost finished. I just want to say good night to you in my way of remembering happiness. You see one or two people walking around with a sadness on the face, then make sure you give them one of your happy smiles until we meet again. Let's be happy. Let's be proudly South African. Totsiens, good night. Until next time.